Shepody, New Brunswick. If ever there was a favorite place to visit in New Brunswick, for me, it's here. This is what you look forward to seeing right out of your tent. Isn't it beautiful? Every year I try to make at least one annual trip back here to Shepody. And in 2024 it's no different. We have come to see our favorite places, but this time find some new favorite places. If you time it right, you can arrive at Broadleaf at supper time. With supper taken care of, you can just set up your tent and enjoy a campfire. What a wonderful, quiet place to wake up to first thing in the morning. This is what you see outside of your tent. The motto here at the channel is to encourage riders to explore, and that there is no stipulations to any adventure. So with that in mind, the goal of this trip for me is 1. Go back to my favorite place, 2. Explore some areas that I've never seen before, and 3. Test this new, to me, Tenere 700 to see how it does on longer trips. Will the seat, which is notoriously narrow and hard, allow me to put big miles on that I'm used to doing? So far, after the first 2.5 hours of the ride here, I have no problems. But I did notice that my throttle wrist hand was getting a little bit sore. The T7 doesn't have cruise control like the Super Tenere does. So far though, being almost 200 pounds lighter than the Super Tenere, it still is quite a good machine on the highway. And I already know how good it is off pavement. Part 2 has been taken care of for me. We are meeting a group from New Brunswick. They know this area better than me and have ridden on some places that I have never been. So this time, I just get to follow along and I don't have to make educated guesses about new terrain. What a treat this is going to be for me. Today we have everything from a Yamaha TW200 right up to a Triumph 1200 Explorer. Big and small can play together, but terrain has to be considered a little more carefully when the heavies come along. Our dirt section today starts at the 45 road. I usually end here, so I know it's rocky. So I felt that we'd just take our time and get the feel of the New Brunswick rocky terrain under us slowly. This is not like the last 3 months of sand that I rode back in PEI. Rusty and not used to the rocks, I find myself taking a bad line right into an exposed culvert. I likely could have just blew over it, but I wasn't sure how high it was, so I felt that it was better to be safe than sorry and take it slow. Unfortunately, taking our time got us caught by 2 side-by-sides, so we felt we should just let them go ahead of us. This unfortunately put us even further behind our group. Our group kindly waited up for us, and we caught up to them, and by now we're beginning to get used to the rocky terrain. I cannot stress this enough. Always ride your own ride. Do not try to keep up if you're not comfortable, and know your limits. First rest stop of the day is the 45 River Covered Bridge. Beautiful spot. I love it here. Kind of funny. The shoes that I highlighted in the last video from last year, they're still here. Traveling past Tian's Corner and down Collier Mountain Road, here's the group. Watch the guy on the Tiger showing off though. Gotta watch him. Actually, truth be known, he is a pretty good fella and a very talented rider. Beautiful. Oh, they're going to look at Collier Mountain. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, wow. They're looking. From this look off on Collier Mountain Road, you can see across the valley to the Gowland Mountain Range. What a beautiful place. Yep. Up the river road to Elgin, where we stop at the Elgin Country Kitchen and General Store for a brief break. Then through Goshen and Upper Goshen, and then on through Malone Covered Bridge. Once we pass Cleveland Road here on the left, I'm in completely new territory. However, the T7 is getting more and more comfortable to me as we go, and I'm beginning to find that it really tracks well, even in the loose rocks. Okay, there's a little water here. There's a way through it. That's the kind that, yeah, you can find your face. Water, I went through it, no problem. Little water, middle. Just keep your wheel straight through it. Everybody, all right. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? Wow. I think we did this before. Possible. it's easy to get carried away on the T7.
Okay, there's water here. If you go a little bit to the left, but don't go too far left. And everything else is going to be in the middle. Climb up this hill, slow down. Wow, look at over there on the right. Beautiful. Sorry, left. Your other left.
If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm checking my rear view mirror, looking for trail lights and making sure they're getting caught up.
Okay, so we've got some rocks here, right side. Yeah, take it on the right side. I can't stop. I'm gonna have to climb up.
This climb on loose gravel goes on for quite a piece. Even though up ahead it doesn't look like we're climbing, we are.
The right side is fine, and then as you come to the top of the hill, cross over to the middle. Alright, yeah. Pretty much. I'm going to take the whole left. Looks cleaner. And then go to the middle. I'm not stopping. Alright. Oh man, that is rocky. Left's a little easier, but I wouldn't try to cross. Alright. Did you say you lost it, Steve? Is he coming?
Stay tuned next time for part 2 of Return to Shepody. Take care.